Well, hello YouTube, Eugene here with the review on the Kotobukiya Rockman X Max Armor Hyperchip version model kit. Yes, friends, let's go ahead and take the box where it says Rockman X. And right here it says 1/12 scale full action plastic model kit. And it says here in English, Max Armor Hyperchip version. And again, it says in kanji, Max Armor Hyperchip version. Right here it says Mega Man X. And right here it says craftsmanship by Kotobukiya. Got a nice shot of X in his Max Armor Hyperchip version. And so here's the top of the box. Here's the bottom of the box. Here's the side of the box. And friends, here is the other side of the box. Alright friends, now this model kit was released in Japan in January 2020 for a retail of 7,480 yen, making this the fourth model to be released of the X series. Now in 1996, the Mega Armor series by Bandai released a version of X in his Max Armor Hyperchip version, naming the golden variation as X3 Hyper Special, a chrome golden version which was 24 years ago as of this recording. So here is the model kit fully assembled, and still liking the work Kotobukiya did on these. And so this is the golden variation of the Max Armor, but known as Hyperchip version. So same scope and design of the white armor version, but this time the blue, light blue, and white sections are all in gold now. Now friends, the scheme did not look like what you would see on the box. I'm going to put him down for a second here. And I'm going to take out the box and show you this. But anyway, so here's the box, and so on the box it's pretty much a nice shimmering metallic gold, and I was so hoping for this. And so anyway, pretty much what they did was give the kit like a yellowish gold, but it is what it is, and I'll be honest with you, I'll take it. Now we do get a two-tone gold. We have a like more darker gold here, and it goes into a paler gold, or a yellowish gold rather. And of course we still got the orange, the yellow, and of course the joints in black in different areas. And so still got the red clear parts for the helmet, which is the jewel, or the sensor rather. And then same with the red clear part in the ear, another sensor for the helmet there. And just like the white armor version, we do get some extra red clear parts in place of the orange parts for the V shape for the helmet here. But like I said, I'm going to follow the artwork, which are still orange parts for the V shape. And I still dig this design here on the helmet here. So we still got the green clear parts on the chest with the nice orange detailings on both sides. And then here is the X Buster. The colors are now gold instead of the blue and white, which still looks good. And of course, I'm going to put this aside for a second, but pretty much with the white armor version to this version here, you get this little bitty piece. And it's pretty much, I'm going to show it off, but it's the J12 part here. And pretty much, which is a little plastic rod. And of course, it's pretty much used to pretty much push in that little green clear part. I still don't know why they did that. And of course, just to let you know, both this armor and the white armor version, you would definitely be getting extra pieces, and of course pieces that will not be used for this armor. And so the chest area, the blue lining has changed into that darker gold on the torso area there. And in the boots, you can see the boots are still sandwiched in with the colors and everything, which still looks good and everything. And of course, the bottom, the clear parts for the jets for the dash has changed from a white to an orange clear part. Looks good, by the way, here. Nice in detail as always. Oh, thanks to this upgrade here. And then here is the back. You can see it's got the clear part for the thrusters there, which has changed from a clear teal to a clear orange pretty much. So anyway, and of course that will help him dash upward. But again, looks really cool back here. I really like that. And then there, as you can see, there is the peg hole for the Tamashii stage to plug into. And of course, the back of the helmet has changed from the white to the blue, and now strictly all to a gold now. So, and of course, friends, overall, still a nice kit. but still got the flaws, and of course it's pretty much the seam lines. But I'm gonna tell you this, I can still look past on those, but this is still #1 in my book. And you know, pretty much with the whole seam line issue and everything, they're hardly noticeable and everything. But and again, one more thing I do want to point out, and again, the waist piece is already pre-painted like the white armor version, except for this yellow piece here. So again, Kotobukiya, nice job. And so anyway, let me go ahead and bring out the white armor version here. Just to do a little quick comparison, you can see the difference between the two side by side. You can pretty much see, you know, all the blue, light blue, and white have been all changed into a strict gold here, which looks really, really good here. They look good side by side. And so pretty much just like the white armor version, this one here, when it comes to assembling it, takes 3 to almost 4 hours. So just like the white armor version, as the Hyperchip version, X still gets some very unique and helpful functions in the chip parts, such as with the foot chip allows X to use the variable air dash twice or dash jump and air dash in the same jump. Now the body chip, an orange force field is projected rather than a blue one when struck by an enemy. And of course the arm chip gives X access to hypercharge, which enables unlimited charge shots as long as it has weapon energy. And lastly, the head chip, X will regenerate energy at a slow rate while standing still, which is useful to filling sub-tanks. So articulation points are the same as the other two. Got the head on a ball joint, which you can rotate it all around to do a full 360. The arms, you can still raise the arms up to X's ear level. And of course, the shoulders is on a ball joint, as you can move it freely. But again, friends, the issue with the shoulders has been fixed, so don't overexert it. Of course, still got the seam lines here. I know some of you probably don't care about the seam lines on these model kits, but it's something I like to bring up here. Because mainly my reviews are reflecting on to model kit builders as well. But anyway, so the shoulder pads, you can move them down to this angle when you move the arms and so on. And of course, you can rotate the arms here, fully here to do a full 360. And of course, you got some nice elbow articulation right here. And then of course, he does still have the upper body and hip articulation, pretty much with the 3-point articulation, which is all on a ball joint. So you can see he's pretty much on a ball joint here where he can move freely, you know, at any position. So, which is really neat about these model kits, you know. And of course, he's still got that upside down V shape for the legs, so you can move the legs freely for lots of posability. And of course, got the legs here, and you can still the legs can bend, of course, over to a 360 angle here. And of course, there's a lot of movement, like he's kicking and so on. So anyway, and lastly, the ankles. The ankles on this kit can pretty much is on a ball joint where you can do some nice ankle tilts when posing, mainly of the Max Armor Hyperchip version. So friends, like I said in the original Rockman X model kit with the articulation, oh my god, in a good way. A lot of amazing poses that X can actually do like he does in the game. So X gets 3 interchangeable face parts of his expressions, the same kind of face parts as standard blue X and the Max Armor white armor version. And so on the model kit right now, friends, I have the serious expression looking straight at you. And so here are the other two. Here is the angry expression looking straight at you. And then here is the shouting expression looking straight at you. And I keep forgetting to mention this in my other reviews here, but no sticker job is needed on these face parts. So figure I'll let you know on that. Now on the shouting expression, you need to add a red clear part, mainly for the mouth part. So changing the face part is simple here. All you got to do is lift up the chin and it slides on out. And so there is that little joint there that will interlock with the back of the face part. So I'm going to go ahead now and put in the angry expression. It just slides on in, and there you go. So just like the white armor version, this X comes with 4 pairs of hands. That's right, friends. I said it, 4 pairs of hands. And so he comes with 2 closed fist hands, which is on the model and on the replacement arm. And then he comes with 2 relaxed open hands. You can see the seam lines a little bit there. Next, he comes with 2 X-Buster holding hands. And then he comes with 2 Z-Saber holding hands. So yes, friends, I said it again here, Z-Saber holding hands. And lastly, here is his replacement arm, mainly for in place of the X-Buster. So I'm going to go ahead now and just take it off here. But pretty much the whole trick here is to pretty much jiggle it like so, just so you won't break the little piece that's holding it, mainly this little joint here. I'll get a little closer there. But this little joint here, you got to make sure you jiggle it so you won't mess that up. And so now we're going to plug in the arm like so, the other arm rather. And it just slides on in, and there you go. Here is X with both his arms now in place. So now taking a look at the assembly manual for the Max Armor Hyperchip version model kit. And as you can see, it's got the artwork of X from the front of the box. And then going inside, we got some really nice Super NES sprites, the story on the armor, and a picture of the model kit. And of course, we got the 53 steps of assembling the Max Armor Hyperchip version, which is why it takes 2 to 3 hours to fully assemble it, or 4 hours rather. And of course, like I said, the standard X took an hour to assemble it. And of course, it had only 37 steps of assembling it. But like the white version of the Max Armor, pretty much the same thing for this one here is what I'm trying to refer to as. And so continuing on here, and so right here, it shows the assembling of the cross-charge shot effect parts. And of course, more on the cross-charge shot effect parts. And then we got more pictures of the model kit, which looks really, really nice here. I like the poses and everything. And then here is the back of the manual, pretty much showing us a color guide, which is your choice to repaint it. And you can match the model kit on the box with the shimmering metallic gold if you are very crafty to put that extra sheen. You could add more gloss and shimmering to him. But like I said, the choice is yours. Sorry for that glare. So time to go ahead and do a size comparison of the Kotobukiya Max Armor Hyperchip version with the Mega Armor series. And so pretty much just to show the difference in size and a 24 years of a difference. But Kotobukiya is 5.5 inches tall, and the Mega Armor series roughly 4 inches tall, so making the Kotobukiya taller than the Mega Armor series. So of course, friends, this is the coolest thing that comes with the model kit, but this is the cross-charge shot effect parts. And so I'm gonna get a little closer, and as you can see, it has the joints to connect to the pink shot effect with the clear parts connected up and down like a cross. Got the nice circular effect around the shot in a green clear parts. And of course, we got this nice clear green and clear orange for these small shot effects, like a flower, you know. And of course, the bottom here, you can see the bottom got the after effect from the shot effect. But friends, I'm gonna warn you this now: be careful; they can prick you. These little after effects here, but all around nice. And so, anyway, I'm gonna do a little comparison here. Here's the one that came with the standard blue X. Just to give you a difference, you know, on how they look. This one here is bigger and green, and then this one here is a little smaller and in pink. Now, friends, this is wishful thinking on my part. This was wishful thinking on my part, but I wish the cross-charge shot effect came with the Max Armor White Armor version, and the Z-Saber came with the Max Armor Hyperchip version because of how the pattern was done in the game. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm glad we got the Z-Saber and the cross-charge shot effect parts. Just wish this was done differently, as some of us can't afford the Max Armor Hyperchip version. So, and it's a little bit wobbly here on the stand here, as you can see. Well, friends, my final thoughts. I pretty much gave you all my input, all generous how I feel about it. But again, another nice model kit overall. The Max Armor Hyperchip version's color scheme is decent, and still a fan of this armor and what it does in the game as well. Now, if you want this model kit, check for the secondary markets and so on. I'm hoping Big Back Toy Store still has this in stock, but if you want to go check Big Back Toy Store's secondary market, because this is a limited edition, meaning a certain number of these are going to be made. So I would definitely say hurry if you want to go, if you want this armor, go pick one up quick. And so it's nice to have and everything. Like I said, I kind of wish they had just, you know, they kind of would flip-flop what they had with the white version armor to this one here. You know, the Z-Saber would have been nice for this one here instead of this, but I mean, it is what it is. And I mean, this would have been nice with the white armor version, but like I said, it is what it is. I'll take it as it is. I'm glad to have the cross-charge shot effect and the Z-Saber in my collection here. So friends, all I can say is if you want this model kit, all I can say is good luck and happy hunting. And so friends, that's it for this review. Please check out my blog, follow my Twitter, like my Facebook, and make sure, friends, you hit that bell icon to upload a video. And of course, friends, this review on the Kotobukiya Rockman X Max Armor Hyperchip version model kit. I hope you enjoy. Well, friends, I'm Eugene. I'm signing out. Hope a good day. And my friends, I'll most assuredly see you next time. Bye, friends.